Welcome to my channel where we discuss various topics related to Quebec and Canadian real estate. As always, my name is Joseph Noor. I'm a local real estate broker here in the greater Montreal area. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about Bill 16 and the impact it will have in 2024 on existing condo owners and future condo owners. Before we start today's topic, as always, if you're looking to buy or sell, or if you have any questions about real estate here in the city of Laval, where I'm located, feel free to contact me. My contact information can be found on my YouTube channel or on my website, nourimmobilier.com. So without further ado, let's get started in today's topic. So as I mentioned, Bill 16. So a bit of history. So Bill 16 was adopted in 2019 here in Quebec. Most of the changes in that bill took effect in 2020, but some of the other big changes are expected to take effect in 2024. And that big change is going to be the mandatory requirement to have for all condo association a contingency fund survey and a maintenance logbook. So these two documents are going to be mandatory once this law comes into effect, and all condo association will have 3 years to comply. So let's just say it gets implemented next month. They will have 3 years starting next month in order to have a contingency fund survey and a maintenance logbook created. Okay? So let's just unpack a bit what that means. So in terms of contingency fund survey, it's a document that is created by a specialized firm. And in that document, you'll find some critical information. So basically, first, it's going to look at the current state of the common area, not your private area. And so when I say component of the common area, that could be the roof is a component, the foundation is a component, the pool is a component, the gym, so forth and so on. And it's going to look at a horizon of 25 to 30 years. And it's going to look at when these components will either need to have a major repair or completely replaced, such as like the roof, you would replace it. And based off the scheduled maintenance, or basically the life cycle of these components, it will provide recommendation year over year on how much money there needs to be in the contingency funds in order to pay for these big repair or changes, such as the roof, like I said. And so as part of Bill 16, the condo fees and the amount being put in the contingency fund will need to be adjusted based on the recommendation that were made in that contingency fund survey. In terms of the maintenance logbook, it's basically a document, again, that's created by a specialized firm that mentions the historical maintenance and repair that's been made in the common area and the schedule future maintenance and repair that will need to be done. So these two documents, as I mentioned, will be mandatory once these changes of the Bill 16 will take effect, and we're expecting those to take effect this year in 2024. The main impact that this will have is you will see a lot of condo fees increase. So if you're an existing owner of a condo and your condo fees are low, expect that they will increase after this contingency fund survey has been created. If you're a condo owner and the condo association where your condo is part of, they already had a contingency fund survey done like last year or 2 years, because you could have done it before, it was just not mandatory, and they've already taken action to follow the recommendation that was on it, then you're almost certain that there's not going to be any significant changes as part of this bill. But there's a lot of condo association that never did this survey, and so they expect that you'll see a lot of places with condo fees go up drastically. Personally, I think that this is a great change, and I'll spend a bit of time explaining why. We've often seen, so as I've seen it as an investor and as a broker, take example of a condo unit that's part of a building that's been built 20 years ago, okay? these existing owners that were there from the beginning, because there weren't a lot of maintenance to happen over the first few years, right? Like the roof will take 25 years before you change it. The pool takes a lot of time before you need to do any significant repair on it, right? And so there's less need for that contingency fund at the beginning. And so what you typically see is those older building over the last 10, 15 years, the condo association kept the condo fees very low because typically that's what condo owners want. Nobody wants to pay more, okay? But what happens is those condo owners end up selling to new owners, and these new owners, at the time where they become owner, the first maybe 4 or 5 years, these big maintenance starts to occur, right? And so what happens, they have to end up paying special assessment, which I talked about in a previous video, or they see their condo fee drastically increase, right? Sometimes we've seen 20, 30, 40% increase. It could be very drastic. We've seen a lot of horror story. And so, these new owners, it wasn't their fault if the previous owners did not decide together to increase those condo fees to make sure that in the future there's enough money, right? And so with these new changes, you will see this happening less and less often, because it's not going to be what the condo fees are not going to be based on, personal preference or what the association votes together. It's going to be based on a official study made by a professional firm, right? And the association will have to comply to it. And so I think that's why I think it's a good news story. And I'll give you a use case, like an actual example of one of my client. He bought a condo in 2021, and that condo had about $190 of condo fees, right? So it was a condo that was about, I want to say 25 years old. And for many years, those condo fees were kept low. We're in 2024 today. They've done a contingency fund survey last year. His current condo fees is $315. So I went from $190 to $315. And the recommendation that was in that survey is that there's going to be, for the next 10 years, a 12% increase of condo fees year over year, right? So if you're a future condo buyers, and the condo where you're buying the unit where you're buying, they've already done a contingency fund survey, please take the time to consult that. As I mentioned in some of the previous episode, in your private area, changing the cabinets, changing the countertop, that's fairly easy to do. But if you buy a unit and you didn't look at the financial of the building, you're going to have a lot of surprise coming, right? And we already have very high, mortgage payment has almost doubled because of the interest rate increase. The last thing you want is having your surprise to have your condo fees double as well. So please make sure, if you're looking to buy or sell, work with a qualified buyer. I'm going to be work with a qualified broker. Sorry, I'm going to be biased. I know I'm a broker, but you don't want any surprise or mistakes. These transaction involves a lot of money, and so you want to make sure you have somebody that can help you from start to finish in that kind of transaction. So I hope today's video was helpful. Like I said, if you are a current condo owner or a future condo, or you're shopping for a condo, please make sure you understand what a contingency fund survey is, and that you are looking at the financials of a condo before you make your final offer. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please comment in the video or send me an email. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you very much.